History is being made tonight. Welcome to the first ever VR event, the virtual reality event hosted by Eon Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Orion Drift in the realm of VR. Hello again, everybody. I'm Adrian Matt alongside of my broadcast colleague T. This is going to be absolutely outstanding because we have never done VR ever in the history of this channel, but tonight, that is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing VR, but I was hoping that we would do Stranger Things VR, but you know, this is good too. Don't know what we're getting into.
Well, what I do know is that it was actually hosted by one of our members, the VR director, Modern Coconut GT. He has his own YouTube channel. He is really into VR, and I understand that he actually was able to team up with a partner, and this is a 2-on-2 Orion Drift matchup. So it's sort of like Rocket League, but instead of the cars, you just see the characters. You can actually see the robotic-like, and the rules are simple. You're going to have to just make sure you score the most amount of goals by the end of the game, and you can see that opponent up above looking to score there, and it looks like he does score for the blue team, and if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Coconut, along with his partner, part of the blue team against the yellow team. Thus far, though, you look at this right here, right now, T. This is the first ever VR event. This looks absolutely incredible, you have to admit.
I have to admit that, yeah, this is pretty fun. Pretty fun indeed. I think that was Jack that was trying to get the ball here, and I think, yes, it goes for the blue team, I think.
Yeah, 2-0 thus far. So again, Orion Drift, this is one of the Quest VR games. You can run, jump, climb, you can fly all over the place through seamless space stations. And how many people can actually fit in one game? Up to 75 players. Just imagine 75 people in one lobby. You can go around and really have a fun time with a lot of other people who are playing these different games. But right now you can see the score. It's 2-0, actually 2-1 now for the yellow team gaining that 1 point. But, you know, again, you take a look at the physics and so forth, right? You can see already, I think that's Ghost in the distance, along with Jax now working together, looking to make sure they're going to score in just a moment. But you take a look at the physics, you have to be very impressed as well with how this looks absolutely incredible. With a VR game like this, the physics look just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, the graphics is incredible, it's beautiful, and I mean, I love VR. I love playing VR. You know what my favorite VR game is? You know, it's what's that game called? Score. Well, Stranger Things is one of my favorite, but there's a score right there. No, it's another horror game.
Nice.
Layers
Does
of
it have
Fear.
to do with Pennywise?
No,
Okay.
Layers of Fear. There we go.
I gotta check it out, but I've been in VR over the past year or so. It has been absolutely tremendous. I do have to give credit to none other than the director of VR, Modern Coconut. He really showed me around in Gorilla Tag. But Echo, one of the executives of Eon Network, he was the one that got me into VR. So I do give credit to Echo when it comes to that. But take a look at the gameplay right now. Again, these guys are going so fast and furious. You already saw Blue Team already has 4 goals thus far. They're already dominating thus far in this matchup. They have great chemistry, does Coconut and his partner here. So it has been absolutely wonderful for the Blue Team right now, being able to take it into a steady pace, not allow the yellow team to take control, and that was a great block there.
Yeah, great block right there. Ooh, and I think they got scored right there. Nice score by the orange team right there.
So it's you're right. It's Ghost and Jax teaming up against Big and Coconut. 2-on-2 matchup here tonight. First ever. For the very first time, it is none other than the first ever VR event known as Orion Drift, hosted by Eon Network. Again, this is going to be a fast-paced matchup between 4 guys who in total are having so much fun in there, you can tell. But this is one of the great traits about this game. There you just saw a glimpse of it moments ago. You could actually fly as well in this game. You just saw that was Ghost moments ago. He was trying to fly across the map. He was trying to make sure he was going to score right there, but it was none other than Coconut that was able to just intercept the ball. Look at this, about to score. Is he going to score? They do! The blue team now scoring. But did you see the way they were able to fly there, T?
Yeah, that was very unique. You know, that's what ghosts do. They fly. That's what ghosts do. They suppose I'll be creeped out if they did not fly.
Well, you can see as the matchup is underway, blue team is in trouble, but there's Jax. Is Jax going to hit it? I believe he does. And now the yellow team scoring right there now, whereas the blue team looks to recuperate here after the goal that the yellow team was able to indeed implement right there. As you take a look at the score in the distance, that is up to 5 points for the blue team. I believe the yellow team, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're at 4. So it's a pretty close game right now here, T. Who do you think is going to win between the two teams thus far if you were to choose?
You know, they both doing great, but I'm gonna go and say the blue team might pull this off. So yeah, let's I'm gonna go with blue team on this one. And I
Yeah, I was
think
gonna say the blue
yes,
team.
there we
Ooh,
go. Blue team
scoring
score
right
right
down to
there.
there. Make it a 6-4 here. And again, this is sort of like the Rocket League of VR. Instead of Rocket League, though, instead of the cars, you get to use basically your hands, and that's exactly what's taking place. But I do want to say, I also agree with you. The yellow team doing a really good job, but when it comes to the blue team, I got to say the blue team doing a better job when it comes to speed and also motions. That they're doing a much better job when it comes to being able to go around the map and be able to actually win the matchup. And there you see great sportsmanship there. That was Coconut who fist bumped, looks like, against the opponents.
Yeah, I like that. Fist bumping. Uh, that was great showboating there. Show of respect.
Okay, so it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? Game 1 just ended. So now we're heading into Game 2. So the blue team did win, if I'm not mistaken, but it was 7-4. And I believe the match is going to continue in just a matter of moments. I believe they're taking a break out of that. No, it restarts right there. So again, the match has restarted now. And I believe the match is going to begin in just a couple of seconds. And again, the rules are simple. There you see the ball in the middle of the map. First team to get the ball obviously is going to have the distinct advantage. The clear goal is to make sure that you score the goal. Oh, look at this. Ghost now headed already towards the ball. There's Coconut trying to get the ball right there. Flips it over. There's a ball ahead. And now these four gentlemen really doing what they can to take control.
That's why the blue teamers trying are doing great working together. Orange team is doing great working together as well. So I mean, these four players are just doing a wonderful job trying to get the ball into their respective net.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is not the point of view of mine or T. That is the point of view of none other than Coconut. Coconut, again, earlier was able to get 4 people, and well, really in total of 3, but including himself, it was a total of 4 people that he was able to gather. He was able to assemble 3 other people to play this game into a 2-on-2, and it really became a tremendous game. And look at this.
This is cool.
Look at that. What a tremendous scenery there, but that was Ghost playing defense right there. But again, Coconut, that was awesome. He was using the flying abilities, and you were able to see that it was so close in scoring there, and could once again actually score on behalf of the blue team. But I've noticed the yellow team here, T, have you noticed? They're a much more dangerous team after they lost, but the blue team still scored.
Yeah, that was a good score. That was a good gameplay by both teams. Orange and blue. I was just amazed with the orange team blocking that ball. Yeah, that was good for both teams.
I mean, this is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I never thought in a million years that Eon Network was ever going to be hosting a VR event, yet here we are. 2025 really became the year of evolution. The evolutionary year, 2025, and the reason why I say that is because we saw the different brands, right? We saw Horizon and Legacy, we saw the Eon Network podcast, of course, sometime last year, but it really is becoming a bigger YouTube channel this year. Not only that, but also the other brand like Eon Network Wrestling, but now we're introducing VR, the introduction of VR. There you see the goal again, and on behalf of the blue team, and the blue team is looking at 2 points as opposed to the yellow team with 1 point now. But again, going back to what I was saying, T. Oh, go ahead, T.
Oh no, I was gonna say that was impressive. If they could do a replay, that would be an awesome of that replay because that was impressive.
Well, that's one thing that this game is missing, huh? A replay. Sort of like what we see in Rocket League. They should add that down the road.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But what I was trying to say was that the VR events, I never thought we'd ever make it here in VR, but it looks like Eon Network now has tackled this, and again, it goes back to what I was saying, the evolutionary process of this channel, this community, really evolving for its fans, and for the entertainment portion of it, as you see yet again, another great score on behalf of the blue team. Blue team dominated this far already. There you see now Coconut yet again, fist bumming his partner, big, but VR, overall, virtual reality. I mean, have you ever thought that you'd be here?
I never thought I would see a VR game on the channel at all. But I mean, VR is fun. The VR games are indeed fun. I love them.
Yeah. Oh, and Ghost now with a great. Ghost was able to deliver the score there, and now continues the momentum boost that the yellow team needs. But again, when it comes to a game like this, you have to make sure that you have to team up very closely with your partners. Therefore, you can actually perhaps win this game. And that was very close.
That was very close. I was like at the edge of my seat there, but this is a very, very good game. Oh, try to get the ball over the.
You got that. You got that. You
The
got that.
And now hits it over.
Yep.
Well, here comes Big, and Big almost, oh my lord, he almost was able to score right there. Here comes Coconut, and Coconut's so close as well. But again, the yellow team doing a really, really good job. Ghost and Jack's doing a really good job able to intercept the ball. But here comes Coconut off the walls yet again, using his speed and power. But now it looks like the yellow team able to intercept it back over. And can they score? They're up very
I
close
think
to
they know.
scoring now. Oh, and Big, though, gets involved. He, of course, was able to block it. Here comes Coconut as well, throwing the ball across the side of the arena. And now it's going to continue to take that ball towards the yellow net. Can he score? We're about to find out. The speed is picking up. Here comes Biggest partner, and the ball is going to go. No, it was blocked yet again by the yellow team. What great sequence here.
I gotta say these four players are doing incredibly good score right there for the blue team.
And you can hear the reactions. I don't know if you can hear the reactions too well, but you can hear them somewhat. And every single time both of these teams are able to score, you can hear the joy of these guys, right? And it goes to show the amount of amusement they're having, the entertainment and the fun that they're really having. And that's what it's all about when it comes to VR events like this. And it's always about making sure that you have a great time, that you really have a good time here when it comes to the VR events, especially for Orion Drift. I mean, it's a new game that came out. I understand that they're still in development mode, but from what I know, again, these two teams really having a tremendous job, and I believe the blue team yet again was able to win their second game. So they defeated the yellow team not once but now twice. So really good show of display from Coconut and also his partner Big. Both of these guys here team up for the very first time, and they did a really good job. And if I'm not mistaken here, T, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, another match has started, but this time around the teams have switched. It looks like now it's going to be Coconut and Ghost up against Big and Jack. So the teams have switched, so you got to wonder if something's going to change here.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It should be interesting to see how this plays out. I think. Oh, almost ran into that net right there. But yeah, it's gonna see how everything works out right here.
Did he lag out or something?
I mean, after what we saw moments ago, both of these teams had tremendous chemistry, but it looks like the chemistry is going to be shaken up just a bit after the teams now have changed. So it's Ghost and Coconut working together up against Big and Jackson. Here comes, oh my, that's Big, and Big now carrying the ball. Is he going to score right there? No, he couldn't. The ball's in the distance there. Once again, the blue mate, that is Big, but it looks like, again, Coconut's own partner, his own partner, Ghost, is carrying the ball, trying to make sure he's going to bring the ball to the blue net. He's about to hit it. Great teamwork, but it looks like the yellow team had it scouted.
I'm selling so well.
Yeah, it looks like the blue team is gonna get the net right here. No, they blocked it.
No crap, I almost broke my
And again, you look at the different maneuvers and you look at the physics, as I said before, how VR really has been evolving as well. It looks like the goal is taking place now. And this time the blue team able to score. You saw the shot. It went about 100 miles per hour. That was so quick.
Yeah, it was incredible. He was up in the air. He just tossed the ball into the net, just look like this, like that, just like that. He just did the ball just like that, and what a score right there.
Very smooth and arithmetic as you take a look at this absolutely incredible game that is taking place here tonight in this absolutely incredible dome. For the very first time, Eon Network presented the VR event here on Orion Drift. Again, this is the first ever presentation. 1 point apiece on this third game after the switcheroo for the teams. Again, it's going to be Coconut teaming up for the very first time now in the game with Ghost up against Big and Jax teaming up. Look at this now. Oh my, desperately is the blue team trying to deflect the ball. Can it happen here? It looks like, oh, the goal has taken place. Ghost now was able to put the, I believe inadvertently may have hit the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's good to have replays. That's why, and this game is still in development, so they could be adding replays as we speak, since this game is in early development. But yes, I'm enjoying this game, Adrian.
Oh, absolutely. It's been phenomenal since the get-go here. I mean, we're having so much fun just commentating. Just imagine how fun these guys are having. I mean, that's what VR is all about. And yet another goal there, another score there for the blue team. The blue team must be absolutely celebrating after scoring not once, twice, but now 3 times. And I believe they're the ones in control of this game now.
Look at this score right here. I think he's gonna get it. Yes,
Oh, that was
did.
massive. An absolutely incredible score. Did you see that he was able to just bring the ball right across the entire arena, flying over, and he threw the ball into the net, which allowed the yellow team now to reach to 2 points. It looks like the yellow team still having a lot of life in their team.
Oh yeah, yellow team is fighting back. That's what they need. Because the last two they lost. This is the time that they need to step up and get the win here.
And stepping up indeed, that's exactly what they're going to be doing. And you can see the yellow team. Oh my goodness, the ball yet again deflected by the blue team. In which Coconut now desperately trying to take control, but I think it's in control of the blue team. Here comes. He's about to do the same thing, and he does. It looks like Big decides to do the same thing that Coconut was able to execute moments ago. Just fly over and throw the ball right into the net. The blue team now celebrating their 4th victory there. A 4th goal-winning moment.
That is totally insane. I think he did it again for the orange team.
No, he didn't do
it. And it looks like now they're actually at a tie here, T. Well, I believe it. No, it's 4 points and 3, but I'll tell you, I mean, it looks like they're so close in making it a tie. And the yellow team looks like they're actually going to desperately make sure they're going to continue their ways, and they're going to have to make sure that they work closer than ever before, because they can indeed make it into a tie, and they just made it into a tie now. It is indeed a tie, and this is where things get interesting right here, right now.
Yeah, I think this last point, this next point, whoever gets this next point is the winner, I think, of this match. I'm not sure how many points they need, but yeah, the orange team has been showing up, and I'm enjoying the orange team that is about to win. I thought that was going to go in.
I thought so too. And there you see again, both of these teams are at a tie, and I think the tie's going to be broken. The blue team's going to hit it, and he does. The blue team was able to hit the ball. No, wait, no, it didn't. Oh my goodness, it didn't. It was so close. Did you see how close that was, T? That was incredibly close.
I was doing a game change.
That's what.
Oh but he was able to score it. He was indeed able to score it right there. He was okay, so he was able to score from our end. It looked like he didn't though, but it was indeed a score.
It's called
What is the score? I need a football coach here to see. I mean, I need replay.
We need replays out here for sure. We're a little inexperienced on our end, but nonetheless, though, I had so much fun. But I'm sure the comment section is going to correct us whether or not if we were correct there, or if we were not. But nonetheless, though, regardless of who won, regardless of who lost, literally that was probably one of the funnest games that you and I got the chance to call. I mean, seeing a VR event live, being able to see that right before our very eyes, being able to see the teamwork, but also the gameplay style, and being able to see a tremendous, and I mean a tremendous game here in the VR world.
Yeah, VR is so amazing. I like it. I mean, so many good games on VR, like Layers of Fear and Stranger Things and other games, just like this.
Gorilla Tag
on VR.
And of course, exactly, and now none other than Orion Drift that has been added to the list of games, a litany of different games that people can play on VR. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I really cannot wait for Eon Network to really dip its fingers on the world of VR. I've been waiting for this moment for the past year or so, and it finally happens. And I'm sure more people have been waiting for this moment for many, many years, but it's finally happened. The VR events now are going to commence very soon. We just saw the first one. It was a trial run, but nonetheless, it was an incredible run at that. It was the Orion Drift, and do not, expect Orion Drift to be the only game in VR. We have plenty of other games that we're going to be presenting down the road, of course, but Orion Drift, Stranger Things could be many of them. Yes. One of the many games that we can host in VR. I really cannot wait, but it's going to be a tremendous game, ladies and gentlemen. Again, down the road, VR events are going to continue on Eon Network. But with that being said, a tremendous game that we just saw moments ago. Congratulations to both of these teams here, T. Before we go off air, you have to admit both teams did great.
Oh yeah, both teams did incredibly well, and I think we both did good on this one, Adrian. Despite this is our first commentary on a VR game, so I think we both did well, and all of the competitors that were in this game, you guys did incredible as well.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. For T, I'm Adrian Matt. Good night, everyone, for the first ever VR event that took place tonight.
And stay yeet!